Welcome students, welcome to this session. So this session we are going to see about the generation of steam and steam properties part 2. So in the part 1 session we saw about the generation of steam at constant pressure and we saw about the Molev chart, the TS diagram. Okay, so in this session we are going to see about the steam properties. Now let's see the properties of steam in enthalpy as an enthalpy. The first property is enthalpy. The enthalpy are total heat of steam. So it is the amount of heat observed by water from freezing point to saturation temperature plus heat observed during evaporation. So it means it is a total heat of the steam, that is the amount of heat absorbed by water from freezing point to saturation temperature and plus heat absorbed during evaporation, that is the total heat absorbed from by water from freezing point till evaporation. It is the enthalpy. So enthalpy is defined as sensible heat plus latent heat, total heat of steam. It is denoted by capital H and its unit is joule. The specific enthalpy is denoted by small h and its unit is joule per kg. Once again we see this explanation. So that H wet is equal to enthalpy of wet steam is equal to HF plus X into Hg minus HF, and enthalpy of dry saturated steam X equal to 1. So that by applying X equal to 1 we'll get H equal to Hg. Now we'll see the enthalpy for superheated steam. The enthalpy of superheated steam is equal to total heat for dry steam. That is the total heat for dry steam. What is the total heat substitute for dry steam? It is the Hg value plus heat for superheated steam. So that the heat added for the dry saturated steam plus heat added for the superheated steam. The heat added for the dry saturated steam, it is represented by Hg, and heat added for superheated steam, it is represented by Cp into T superheated minus T saturated. That is the temperature difference between the superheated temperature and the saturation temperature. So total heat for dry stream HF plus 1 into HFG, that ultimately it gives HF and HF will cancel, so we'll get Hg. So this is the final answer. The superheated enthalpy is Hg plus Cp. Cp means specific heat at constant pressure. Since this process, throughout this process we are maintaining pressure as a constant, so Cp into T superheated minus T saturated. Cp means specific heat at constant pressure for superheated steam. T superheated, it means temperature of superheated. T sat, which is represented by as saturation temperature at the given constant pressure. The difference T superheated minus T saturation is known as the degree of superheat. Now let's see the another properties of steam is entropy. Entropy. Entropy of water at 0 degrees Celsius is 0. The water is heated and evaporated at constant pressure. The steam is also heated at constant pressure. Therefore, entropy of steam can be calculated as change in entropy at constant pressure. It is denoted by capital S. Its unit is joule per Kelvin. The specific entropy is denoted by small s and its unit what is the entropy for wet steam? Kelvin. That is, it is denoted by S wet. S wet is equal to SF plus X into SFG, where SFG is equal to SG minus SF, and where X is represented by the degree of dryness fraction. So that the entropy of wet steam is equal to SF plus X into SG minus SF. The entropy for dry steam, we supply X equal to 1, so that it is represented by Sg. So SF plus 1 into SFG, it is rewrite as SF plus Sg minus SF. Here this SF and minus SF will get cancelled, so finally we will get Sg. So now let's see the entropy for superheated steam. So entropy for superheated steam is represented by SF plus SFG plus Cp into log of T superheated by T saturation. So next, SF plus Sg minus SF plus Cp into log of T superheated by T saturation, and which is represented as SF and SF get cancelled, we get Sg plus Cp into log of T superheated by T saturation, where Cp represents the mean specific heat at constant pressure for superheated steam, and T superheated represents the temperature of superheated steam. Now let's see the T saturated represents the another saturation temperature at the given constant pressure. The specific volume of steam, it is the volume occupied by the steam per unit mass at a given temperature and pressure. Specific volume is represented by volume by mass. Its unit is expressed in meter cube per kg. Now let's see the specific volume as another property of steam. The specific volume for wet steam, it is represented by V wet. So V wet is represented as equal to X into Vg, where X is the dryness fraction. And specific volume for dry steam, that is X equal to 1, that is represented by Vg. So V is equal to Vf plus 1 into Vfg. So Vf plus Vg minus Vf, it gives Vg. And the specific volume for superheated steam, it is represented by V superheated is equal to Vg into T superheated by T saturation, that where T superheated is at superheated temperature and T saturated is at saturation. Now let's see the overall view of the properties of steam. There are three properties: specific volume, enthalpy, entropy, and the three types of steam as wet steam, dry steam, superheated steam. For specific volume, the wet steam is represented the specific volume of the wet steam is represented as X into Vg, and the enthalpy of the wet steam is represented as Hf plus X into Hg minus Hf, and entropy of the wet steam is represented by Sf plus X into Sg minus Sf. Specific volume of dry steam, it is directly represented as Vg, and enthalpy of the dry steam is represented as Hg, and entropy of dry steam is represented as Sg. Specific volume of superheated steam, it is represented by V superheated is equal to Vg into T superheated by T saturated, and enthalpy of the superheated steam is represented by Hg plus Cp into T superheated minus T saturated. Entropy of the superheated steam, it is represented by Sg plus Cp into log of T superheated by T saturated. Now let's see how these values, these properties are represented in steam table. Steam table. The properties of steams like saturation temperature, saturation pressure, specific volume, specific enthalpy, latent heat, and specific entropy has been collected experimentally and tabulated in the form of steam table, and the reference is taken as 0 degrees Celsius water. So all these properties are mentioned in the steam table. So steam table gives the properties of steam either on pressure basis or on temperature basis. So this is how the pressure basis steam table looks like. The first column mentioned the absolute pressure in bar. The second column mentioned the temperature in degrees Celsius. For according to the pressure, what is the saturation temperature? This is the saturation temperature, which is reference to the pressure. And the next is the specific volume. Here we can mention, here they are given the two values: the specific volume in the particular pressure, what is the specific volume in liquid form, that is in water, and for the particular pressure, what is the specific pressure volume in the vapor form, in the steam form. And for the same particular pressure, this water enthalpy also represented. What is the value of enthalpy in liquid form, what is the value of enthalpy in vaporization form, and what is the enthalpy of steam in enthalpy enthalpy of the particular pressure in steam form, that is a dry saturated form. And same wise the specific entropy also mentioned. It is mentioned in the SF, SFG and SG. Now let's look the temperature basis steam table. This temperature basis steam table is also similar to the pressure basis steam table. Instead of the first column is be the temperature column and the second column will be the absolute pressure which is based on the saturated pressure which is based on the temperature, and the remaining things also same, that is a VF, VG, HF, HFG, HG for enthalpy and SF, SFG, SG for entropy. So in previous class, that is in part one, the steam generation, we think about the TS diagram or TH diagram, okay, temperature enthalpy diagram. Now let's see how this graph is framed, how this graph is drawn, how this graph is drawn according to the with the reference to the values in from the steam table. These experimental collected values from the steam table. The y-axis represents the temperature, x-axis represents the enthalpy. How these values are mentioning. Now let's check. The first value will take HF and HFG. Okay, it means the A point is the HF value and HFG value is the evaporation point. That is a evaporation point, that is a degree, that is a latent heat value. Okay, so the latent heat value represents in the this line, this point C. So first point for 0.0 HF and HFG 2501.6. So this is the value, this 0.00 and 2501.6. Now randomly we are taking and by gradually we are increasing. 16.6 HF and 2492.1. So slightly the HF value is getting increased and the same time HFG value is getting decreased. Why this HFG value is getting decreased? Because HFG represents Hg minus HF. When the HF value is getting increased, slowly the HFG value is also getting decreased. Next, for example, 37.8 and 2480.3. They're still moving up. And for 100.6 to here again still moving up. The HF value is increasing, HFG value is getting decreasing. 334.9 and 2308.9. Now the HF is slightly increasing to 1000, 1764.2 and HFG 721.0, 728.2. And by slightly it's getting increasing. Now the value you can see this in table. This is the steam table. The HF final HF value will be 1890.2 and 452.6, and the last point is 2107.4 and the HFG value will be 0.0. Okay, so this is the topmost point, that is the 2107.4 is the HF value. Apart from this, the HFG value will be 0. It means you can see here, the HF value is slightly increasing, and at one point this Hg value also is decreasing, and at one point this HF and Hg value will be same. At that time the HFG value will be 0 because Hg minus HF value will be 0. It means that is the critical point, that is the point where the evaporation will suddenly takes place, immediately takes place, converted. That is the critical point. So this is the critical point where the pressure and temperature, where the evaporation process happens suddenly. Okay, so at this critical point, you can see this is the lowest most point in the saturation table, whether it is on the basis of temperature basis or on pressure basis. In temperature basis and pressure basis, the value will be same only. The critical temperature will be, it represents in the steam table as 374.15 degree. This is the last point, and its corresponding pressure will be 221.2 bar. So it is mentioned in the table. So thank you students. Thank you for watching this session. Well, let's see in the next class.